In this episode of Shiren the Wanderer, we enter the Ravine of Illusions from Table Mountain proper. The map overlay reveals one monster heading toward us quickly from the right, a Death Angel, a monster with double speed and attack. Right now the hoverfowl to our left is actually more dangerous, since it can destroy our items permanently. Still, the Death Angel can deal massive damage. Its high speed gives it 2 attack turns for every one of ours, so healing items are necessary if we decide to fight close range. Unfortunately, we will see this beast again. The second of the 3 new enemies is the Metal Armor. It can knock off equipment 10 squares back. Items knocked onto a ledge where we are standing can be just picked up again, but items knocked into the actual ravine are lost permanently, so we don't want to fight the Metal Armor close range. We want to head to the exit quickly. Death Angels, which reappear in the new area, are now dangerous because of their ability to phase through walls. Even angels on the other side of the floor will take a beeline toward us, as solid walls pose no matter to them. In response, we want to lure the angels into an open room so that we can fight back. For now, we don't want to enter a passageway because angels can fly to and reside in the adjacent walls, attacking us while we cannot damage them. The Skull Wraith, a level 3 Skull Mage, can cast deadly magic. It's the most dangerous beast in the new area. Luckily, we postpone it for now. Fighting the dragon we just postponed is not a good idea because of its high defense and damage output. We don't even have the equipment that is strong against dragon-type enemies. We have already delayed fights with 2 enemies, but we may have many strategies against postponed monsters, which we will see when we reach the exit. This Tiger Yuho-Ho also has high defense and HP. Its attack is mediocre, but its throw ability is dangerous. With a throw range of 10 squares, it can toss us into any nearby beast, or even a monster house, so killing this beast is a priority. The Dragon Head. Its stats are high like all beasts on this floor. Its special ability is to dig behind us if another monster is near, so that we are prevented from escaping. When no other beasts are present, the Dragon Head poses no problem. Now that we have found the exit, we also see the benefit of postponing monsters. Only the Skull Wraith is on the stairs. The adjacent dragon never has to be dealt with. Along the way, we also found a Sloth Staff and some Batons, so we are more than capable of handling these enemies. The Sloth Staff prevents the Wraith from ever casting magic on us. As long as we walk diagonally, it can never see us in a direct line of sight, so we are safe. Unfortunately, triggering the trap ruins our hard work. We want to fight inside a passageway, and not the room. If we hide in the dark, the ability of the tiger is neutralized. We are also able to pick up any knocked off equipment easily. One caution, if knockback equipment hits a monster, it's lost forever. If we equip a pitcher's armband, knockback items are also lost. At least we find some spoils, an unidentified staff. To ID this, we can test its effect or wait until the next rest area. At these T-intersections, it's important to be patient as monsters are always lurking in the corners. Luckily, the Skull Wraith didn't cast a new spell when we rounded its second corner. During those few turns as a right spot, we were very vulnerable. Our items were inaccessible and stats were decreased. If we had triggered a rotten right spot trap, we would have instantly died. Now let's return to the room with the stairs. Although we cleared the stairs earlier, we just postponed another Wraith, so we have to clear the stairs again. Again, we want to walk diagonally so that we are not in the Wraith's line of sight. Skull Wraiths disappear in the Dragon Cry trials, but we are still in a room with 4 monsters, although we can't see 3 of them. Throwing a projectile IDs the one on the right. But for now, we have to deal with a Pico. We were lucky that the beast was close, since it can attack from far away. Also, the monster has low defense, so it's usually not a problem. The pickle is weak, so let's test the unidentified staff we found earlier. Turns out we have a switching staff, which allows us to switch positions with a target. We won't be using this staff often, but it's useful. We don't know if a monster house exists on the floor, so we can't allow the tiger to touch us. Though the sloth staff is very useful here. We hit and retreat. Now let's label our switch staff. We haven't been rushed by any death angels yet, so we should be safe entering a passageway. The Madremlis knocks its target 10 squares back unless the wall is in the way. When knocked back by a Dremlis, there's a small chance that our items may fall on the floor. If a jar falls on the floor, there's also a chance that it shatters. This is particularly dangerous with chiropractic jars. In this room we have to deal with 5 enemies. Fortunately, we postponed a Death Angel earlier, so we can switch positions with it and not wake up the other monsters. At this point, any scroll of light not used is wasted for this run. We won't be needing it past this floor. From the map overlay, we see we are very close to the exit. Also, none of the red dots are moving quickly, so there aren't any Death Angels that are awake. Carefully, we swing for traps. Pitfall traps will send us back to the previous floor. We arrive in the Golden City, where we will finally attempt to rescue the Golden Condor. Now it's a good time to make preparations. Our items are also ID'd as well. Right now we are running low on magic charges, but we have enough resources to come up with some strategy. Nothing in this room for now, but we will return here much later in this game. Let's find the rest of the advice tablets in this area. This reversed to the Ravine of Illusions in the 3 trials, which we passed. In the next episode, let's save the Golden Condor.